Hi, this is Fred, FR5ED, 5 is silent, here to do an IPA review. Right now we're going to have a taste of Virgin Islands Island Hoppin IPA. Virgin Islands Island Hoppin IPA. Interestingly, this is supposedly by St. John's Brewers. That's what's on the label, but when you read the fine print, it's brewed and bottled exclusively for St. John's Brewers by Shipyard Brewing out of Portland, Maine. So that's interesting. This is really a Shipyard product. Anyway, not very super highly rated. It's a B minus on Beer Advocate, but that's only after 16 reviews. And over on Rate Beer, it's only a 45, and that's after 70 reviews. It's 6.2% ABV, 50 IBUs, International Bittering Units. Let's go ahead and crack it open and test it for ourselves. See how it pours. Very light copper. Not much of a head on there. Of course, once again, I do a wimpy pour. It's fairly clear. Fairly clear. Just see the bubbles coming up through there. No real sediment or, yeast. So it's definitely filtered. Let's give it a smell. Speaking of yeast, there's a little bit of a yeasty smell to the fruity aroma. I think I recognize this aroma from the Shipyard IPAs that I've had. That doesn't mean it's bad. It's just I recognize that. So it's not the typical citrus that I'm used to smelling. In fact, it's not a real potent aroma. I'm going to swish it around here a little bit, see if I can break it up a little more. I wish I could describe it better. Well, I haven't described it at all, so anything would be better. There is a candy smell to it. But there's a yeasty, bready smell. There's not that real forefront present citrus, pine, floral aroma. Not sure I would have identified that as an IPA. Let me try that again. It's not unpleasant. Well, it is only 50 IB or the IBUs, bitterness units. I can sense that it's low. I'm not really getting any bitterness that's there goes away right away. It's not sticking to the back and the sides of the tongue. The malt is definitely there. It's more malt heavy. Maybe it's that's what I'm getting in the aroma too, the more the bready, biscuity type smell of the malts. I'm working at this aroma thing. Not putting off much in the way of aroma. I'm having to dig. What is there seems more malty than hoppy. So it seems this is kind of missing, even though it's got hoppin', the word play on the word hops and the title. Definitely not, they're not as present as the malts. Anyway, it's on a 5-star, 3 maybe. It's not that I wouldn't buy it again, but I would go into it knowing that I'm not going to be getting that familiar, very desirable hop blast. That it's not well, if I say it's not unbalanced. For an IPA, it might be unbalanced. It's more malty than hoppy. But that doesn't make it undrinkable. It's quite drinkable. But not if you're in the mood for a real hop present IPA. Let me put it that way. So it wouldn't go above 3 stars on this in an IPA category, but for a drinkable, pleasant beer, maybe for somebody who's not into bitter IPAs, it could be an introduction to IPAs. Look at it that way. Anyway, that's it. That's my review on that. This is Fred, FR5ED. Have a great day.